This video is about Supergirl, a DC Comics female superhero with a focus on her new 2025 comic book series, plus her upcoming 2026 live action movie, plus her origin. Supergirl is presented on a chronological series of comic book covers, starting with her first appearance in Action Comics number 252 in 1959. Then, from the 2025 series issue number 126, followed by a recently released 2026 Supergirl movie poster. As the images go by, lots of fascinating information about Supergirl is provided, but is not intended to correspond to the specific image being shown. In 2025, DC Comics started publishing a new comic book series about Supergirl. The setting for issue number 1 is as follows. Zor-El has been a key member of the super family in Metropolis. But what happens when she strikes out on her own? Follow Kara as she returns to her roots in Midvale, home of Supergirl. But how could this be? Our hero has not been back in years, and the protector of that town has been saving the day for weeks. Can Supergirl stop the imposter before they steal her fresh start and life? Celebrated writer-artist Sophie Campbell makes her mark on the DC Universe with this thrilling debut issue. Plus, a new costume designed by best-selling cover artist Stanley Artgerm Lau. For issue number 2, discover Lesla's transformation from an awkward nerd in Kandor to a bombshell superbabe. Who knew Supergirl's quest for good could inspire such evil? Back in Midvale, our hero faces a gigantic problem with kryptonite-like powers. Titano, the super ape, is here to take over the idyllic town. To defeat him, Supergirl will have to rely on an unexpected new ally from Metropolis, Lena Luthor. The houses of El and Luthor join for good in this action-packed second issue. For issue number 3, Kara and the daughter of Lex Luthor, Lena, have come together to battle a common enemy posing as Midvale's very own Supergirl. Will Lena's brains and Kara's brawn be a match for the superpowered super genius from Kandor? It's Supergirl versus Supergirl in a fight for the ages. Plus, the debut of Satan Girl. For issue number 4, in the aftermath of escaped Kandorian Lisa Lar's rampage through town, Supergirl learns there's more to Midvale than meets the eye when Lena drags her to a secret club she never knew existed. Midvale, like her alter ego, may seem mild-mannered, but there's something special about it. Out from under Superman's watchful eye, Kara is ready to let loose no matter the disastrous consequences. For issue number 5, when Kara is called away to solve some super problems in Metropolis, Lena Luthor and the Super Pets are left to defend Midvale. Can Streaky and Crypto finally put aside their differences for the greater good? Or will they end up fighting like cats and dogs? You won't want to miss this fun-filled flipbook adventure featuring the newest additions to the Super Pet family, Titano and Candy. For issue number 6, Supergirl has been twisting and turning each night as she is haunted by visions of her past in her dreams. And with Halloween just around the corner, the town is getting up to all sorts of mischief while our sleepless hero stumbles through her patrols. Can Kara find the cause of her nightmares before her inner demons emerge? Find out as the nefarious Night Flame returns. There was a Supergirl movie in 1984 with Helen Slater starring as Supergirl, and Sasha Calle played Supergirl in the 2023 The Flash movie. Supergirl has been on TV, notably with Laura Vandervoort playing her in the 7th season of Smallville and Melissa Benoist playing her in the Supergirl TV show that started in 2015. Millie Alcock debuted as Supergirl briefly in the new 2025 Superman movie. Millie Alcock also plays Supergirl in the Supergirl movie scheduled for release June 26, 2026. The Supergirl movie is to derive significantly from the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow 2021 to 2022 miniseries by writer Tom King and artist Bilquis Evely. For the Supergirl movie, while celebrating her 21st birthday, Kara Zor-El travels across the galaxy with her dog Krypto, during which she meets the young Ruthie Mary Knoll and goes on a murderous quest for revenge. Supergirl made her first appearance in Action Comics number 252 in 1959 and was created by writer Otto Binder and artist Al Plastino. Created as a female counterpart to Superman, Supergirl, also known as Kara Zor-El, shares his superpowers and vulnerability to kryptonite. The reaction to Supergirl's first appearance was tremendous, with thousands of positive letters pouring into DC Comics. I will now review one version of Supergirl's origin and history. Supergirl, like her cousin Superman, is a Kryptonian. Supergirl is a survivor of Argo City, which had survived the explosion of the planet Krypton and drifted through space. The city had been covered by a plastic dome for weather moderation devised by Zor-El, a climatologist and engineer, and also the younger brother of Superman's father, Jor-El. The dome held together a large chunk of landmass under the city as it drifted through space in the general direction of Earth's solar system. However, the bottommost layers of bedrock were affected by the explosion of Krypton and slowly and steadily turned into green kryptonite, which can kill Kryptonians. Using raw deposits and refined materials at hand, the residents of Argo City laid down a ground shield of lead foil to protect them from the developing green kryptonite. Zor-El created a makeshift propulsion system to try to accelerate the city's approach to the Earth's solar system. During the roughly 30 years Argo City traveled through space, Zor-El met and married Allura, daughter of NZ, who then gave birth to their daughter Kara, who was blonde like her parents and later becomes Supergirl. Before the propulsion system was able to steer the city towards Earth, a deranged citizen named Jerem, who was suffering from survival guilt, damaged the exhaust, veering Argo towards a swarm of meteoroids that crashed into the underside of the landmass on which it rested. As the inhabitants of Argo were being killed by the green kryptonite radiation released from meteorites shredding the lead barrier, the adolescent Kara was sent to Earth in a rocket to be raised by her cousin Kal-El, also known as Clark Kent and Superman. To ensure that she would be recognized by Superman, Kara's parents gave her a uniform that was similar to Superman's uniform. On Earth, she gains powers identical to those of Superman and adopts the secret identity of Linda Lee, a resident of Midvale Orphanage. Later, she is both adopted and known as Linda Lee Danvers and gradually functions as Supergirl. She conceals her blonde hair beneath a brunette wig and functions as Supergirl only in secret at Superman's request until she can gain sufficient control of her powers and the wisdom to use them properly. She attends high school, graduates from college, changes careers several times, holding jobs in student counseling, news reporting, and acting on a TV soap opera, and has many boyfriends but places her super activities first. In regards to the future of Supergirl, do you have any plot ideas for her in comic books, TV shows, or movies? Are there any other characters that you want Supergirl to be involved with, such as Batgirl, the Cassandra Cain version, Batgirl, the Barbara Gordon version, Big Barda, Black Canary, Flash, Harley Quinn, Huntress, Power Girl, Starfire, Superman, Wonder Woman, or Zatanna? Are there any enemies that you want Supergirl to confront? And if so, who? More videos like this one, short and longer, can be viewed at the Comic Excitement Convention Female Superhero Hero playlist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notifications bell.